What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. We are the Distorted Theorists, and we are here to react to the trailer of the movie that no one asked for, but we're getting anyways. The sequel to Twister. We are here to react to
Twisters. Listen.
Plural.
I don't care if anybody didn't ask for it. Let's go. Before we deep dive back to the past, 30 years ago, Peter. It's a hot minute. As always, guys, before we get into this, if you want to support the channel, and we always appreciate it if you would hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Let us know down below if you're as old as we are and seen the original. Peter, like I said, 1996, I think the old one came out.
Around there.
It was, we were saying this just off camera, it was at the time when movies were thriving in disasters.
Oh my God, we had Twister, we had Backdraft, we had Dante's Peak, Volcano.
We were saying,
Armageddon,
Deep Impact. It was just a moment in time where every movie studio seemed to be getting some big stars, throwing them on screen, have the world fall apart around them, and we were eating it up in the theater.
And then we had Waterworld, which is good in its own right, but what a disaster.
And I mean, they've never went away. Like we also said off screen, the movie 2012, my favorite movie of all time. You know this. You can question if you like, ladies and gentlemen, The Day After Tomorrow. Don't know why, don't ask me why, it's just my favorite movie of all time. It's a disaster movie and I love it. So I'm excited to know that we're in 2024 and they're maybe making a little comeback.
It came out of nowhere. Like, this is one of those ones, like, I never even heard a rumor that were like, did you, like, I remember for years they were like, they're going to make a sequel to Top Gun. I'm like, well, sick. Okay, that was a great movie.
100%.
100%. They're in it for the money because they want to do it again. Okay, and then like Twister. What?
You know, and I'll be honest with you, I've been trying to avoid a lot of this, so I don't even really know the premise of this movie, but
I have a feeling it's something about tornadoes.
Right, no, 100%. But I do kind of hope that they're sticking with the caveat of storm chasing, which is kind of what this movie was all about. That was part of the thrill. So. You had this, we'll call it good group of people who were storm chasing, but then you had the evil people who were like a little more dastardly.
I don't even remember that.
They were copywriting. I think it was Dolly. Please don't come at me in the comments.
I just remember Bill Paxton and Helen Hunt.
Helen Hunt and Bill Paxton were the good guys. Carrie, say his last name for me. Elwes was there, and Philip Seymour Hoffman was also on the good team. Now, unfortunately, as you guys know, Bill Paxton and Philip Seymour Hoffman have passed since the filming of that movie. They've actually been gone for almost 10 years. Bill Paxton was like 6 years, I think. It's been a minute. But having said that, Carrie Elwes and Helen Hunt are still alive as of now. So
we all know how you love a call.
Well, I'm just wondering, are they going to show a little cameo just for the fans?
I better see the floating cow. That's all it is.
Well, you know what? I don't want to wait any longer. You ready to get into this? All right, let's get into the trailer reaction for Twisters right now. Let's get it.
Jesus.
Okay. Storm chasing.
Dodge whatever's in there. It's big and it's moving fast. Drive. Go.
Yeah. Ooh, we should really watch the road. Sean Majumder?
I'm gonna tell you something now. One of the good things about this film coming out in 2024 is obviously the CGI, the graphics, everything, special effects got to be.
Owens calls himself a tornado wrangler. If you feel it, chase it!
That's the guy from Top Gun.
I said
That's
if you feel it, chase it!
I can't remember his name.
All right, here we go.
Very similar. The chauvinistic pig is the bad guy chasing the storms here.
Oh, she's perfect.
She's gorgeous.
Yeah, until it kills you.
You could destroy
now they're in
Dorothy.
love.
Dorothy, not Dolly. Amazing.
You want one?
Yeah, see, now this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Face your fears.
Oh. How are they going to one up though? Because remember, the F5 was the big one in the main. Maybe it's going to be like an F6.
This is what the whole movie is going to be. It's just going to be.
twins! Twins!
Oh, we got twins!
So is this going to be like a supercell? Oh. Bad idea. Close the door. Close the door.
Turn around.
Was that it?
Nope.
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, they did.
July.
Man, it's
Now
a
that
huge
would be
year
a
for
good
movies.
one to see in IMAX for
Yeah,
sure.
well, we will.
I can't remember his names. I mentioned Top Gun.
You know what? I keep, when I think about Twister, and I don't know if you're the same, it's even in Disney or Universal Studios or whatever.
The Backlot Tour?
Yeah. When the tornado rips through the movie screen is one of the most, I call it chilling effects in a film. Even to this day, it still gives you that, like, you know, when you're watching Twister back and you know that scene's coming, you're like, oh, fuck, like that's coming.
I still
you know
remember
what I mean? So I
even,
hope they can capture lightning in a bottle a second time. No
Well,
pun
they
intended.
did that with The Lost World, too. Remember? They're in a movie theater and the T-Rex comes through.
Yep, same. It just, I don't know. It's something about you're in a cinema watching a cinema be destroyed, and like you're sat there in theater, like fuck, a tornado could come through this movie screen right now. Nope. They didn't show any cameos of any of our old characters, but
Why would they?
Well, I hope that it's a surprise. I hope they leave it as a surprise.
So is it just the fact that there's 2 tornadoes now? The Twisters, so there's just 2 of them?
Well, he said there's twins. But as I said, I mean, the premise is tried and true. It's storm chasers. Obviously, you got the chauvinistic guy who's the cowboy dude, and then you have the good guys who are just trying
And
to.
I know you guys are going to roast us for not knowing his name. We didn't do our research, but there's going to be, I guarantee.
You just say he was from Top Gun.
Yeah, I know. And he's in
Put
a
it in
new
the
movie with
comments.
Sydney
Put it in the
Sweeney.
comments. Who
Yeah, and there's going to be 40 comments that are going to be saying, it's this guy. I know. And it's my bad
Listen,
for
we
not
need
doing
help
the
sometime.
research.
We're a little distorted over here, okay?
I want to say it's
Hence
Bill
the name.
something, but it's not Bill.
Franklin. I don't know. Either way, the special effects are going to be dope in this movie. I think they're just going to capitalize on old fogies like us who've watched Twister back in the day, and it's like, oh shit, they're making a sequel 30 years later. Let's check that out.
Thing. It's just not just like, oh yeah, it ripped up the ground. Like, no, like they showed with the whole like city getting ripped apart and people get sucked at the windows in that friggin'
Wind turbine.
Wind turbine.
Well, like I said, like I kind of touched on, the premise or the underlying premise of Twister was Helen Hunt's character's dad got killed by an F5, which is the biggest category twister you can have.
Right, because he was trying to put them in and he got sucked
in. Right. And then, of course, the aside from the plot of the tornado striking down and trying to do all that, is her fear of tornadoes, but yet she's trying to face her fear and deal with it. So the biggest tornado was an F5. I don't know if that's still the greatest category. I'm not a seismologist.
Nope, that's ground. That's ground.
I'm not a Eddie Shear. So
that's our local meteorologist.
But
keep up the good work.
I would have expected, if they're gonna try to outdo themselves, is that, let's say F5 is the biggest category ever recorded, maybe F6 hits or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
What if it's 2 F5s?
Well, then you got Brock Lesnar. Oh, is that taboo to say?
Yeah, probably. Probably not a good idea to bring that up.
So that's where I guess I expected the movie to go, but it seems to be that they're still storm chasing. Now, the other thing is, I noticed in the film, in the first one, there wasn't a lot of city destruction. A lot of the movie, if you remember, took place in like farmland and shit like that. This still holds those elements, but you can see that the tornado's ripping through more of a city or a town or whatever. So we might be just getting a grander scale of destruction, which obviously is cool to see as well. But
we'll have to wait until July.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us for our trailer reaction and great discussion for Twisters. As always, if you want to support the channel, and we do appreciate it, if you would hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave us a comment down below how much we fucked up the actor's name, and are you excited for this film? And with that, I am the real Jussy.
I'm Peter Parkour, and like we always say around here,
keep it real.
Keep it real.